Hey, Mr. LP here. Hello, reading fans. Thanks for tuning into the Reading Studio and my YouTube channel. We've got the very final chapter in Gooseberry Park by Cynthia Rylant. Gooseberry Park, illustrations by Arthur Howard, and we've been through all the chapters in the table of contents on page 1, and we're at the final chapter, chapter 19, on the second page of the table of contents. And that chapter is called The Wonderful Watch. So let's get reading. Chapter 19, The Wonderful Watch. By the middle of summer, Professor Albert had replaced the 30-inch television he had cracked with a flying colander, and Kona had taught Bottom to catch a tiny frisbee in his mouth. Sparrow and Top had their mother's interests. They collected things. They spent hours down on the riverbank seeing what people might have thrown out that day. Stumpy spent her time as usual, housekeeping. Well, a little. Food collecting, she didn't trust Mary's hand-to-mouth existence, and admiring all the new treasures her children were bringing home. Beside the front door of Stumpy's and Mary's dear home hung the wonderful and famous glow-in-the-dark watch. It cast its green, heavenly light all around, and this time every animal in the park seemed respectful to the halo, even Ralph. When Stumpy's children were old enough to stay out at night with friends, Stumpy would point to a number on the watch's face. "Be home by this time," she would say like a good mother, and the children were. And though Mary continued to bump his way through Gooseberry Park on his forays out for egg rolls or curly fries, he never ever bumped into his own tree again. From wherever he was, the glow of the watch led him safely back. And across the way on Miller Street in Professor Albert's peaceful house. Late at night, Kona and Gwendolyn would sit together and talk of all the wonderful adventures they had had. They loved retelling their favorite Mary stories. They loved chatting about the children, and from time to time, Kona had to recount yet again his magnificent journey across the ice. The two old friends would talk through the deep night, and now and then they would look over to the window, across the tops of the houses and up into the familiar trees. There, in the darkness, they could see a lovely green radiance, a welcoming light, a treasure in Gooseberry Park. And that's the end of Gooseberry Park by Cynthia Rylant. I hope you get to experience all the chapters. All of them are right here on my channel. Start at the beginning, get your own copy with a link in the description below. Follow along as I read to you, and I'm Mr. LP. I'll read to you soon.